Hi, thanks for joining me. Today I want to discuss making some disinfectant sprays and disinfectant wipes. And so we're in the middle of a pandemic, which is a worldwide crisis concerning the coronavirus, COVID-19 virus. And I'll put in the comment section and the end of the video a list of the products that the CDC says are approved and that will actually effectively kill the virus itself if you use it as a sanitizer. And most of them are Clorox products. I don't have any on hand, but I do have some regular bleach, and the products that they're talking about actually has some bleach in it. Now we're going to I have some Clorox wipes here, and of course a lot of these things say that they will kill 99.9% of the germs and viruses or bacteria, which is usually household stuff if you're using household products, and that's what I'm going to use. What I found out the difference in the Clorox wipes and the other stuff is that the Clorox has a 0.1 something percentage of the active ingredient in it, whereas these other products have a 0.01 or 0.34, should I say, percentage of the active ingredient that addresses the problem. The other things that will address the problem, which the CDC said, Purell, number one active ingredient on the list is alcohol, which is usually a 70% by volume. So this hand sanitizer, which is a generic brand hand sanitizer, it has as an active ingredient, it has alcohol as the number one item, which is 70% by volume. So either of these will work, but it's really hard to find either of these in the stores right now because they're flying off the shelves as fast as they can actually stock them. So what I do is I get the brown Listerine type mouthwash. And this has been used in salons years ago to sanitize people's hands and feet. If they're getting a manicure or pedicure, you could use bleach in the water or you could use this in the water. And some people don't want the scent of the bleach in the water when it's their skin, but you're only putting a very small amount in there to kill the germs. So what I do is I take this alcohol, this has already been mixed, I take this mouthwash and I'll match it with equal parts of alcohol, 70% alcohol. That's all I do for that. And I've already used it quite a bit. As you can see, there's quite a bit missing out of here. And then I just put it in a pretty bottle or some type of bottle that has a really fine mist. I wish you could see that spraying, and just spray it everywhere. I go from the front door to the back door, spraying everything in between. So what I have here are some products, and these are not the approved products for addressing the COVID-19 virus, but these also say, well, this one says 99.9% germs, bacteria, which they mean household germs. The ingredients in this is the same. So even though it doesn't say 99%, 99.9%, it does address it. So does this. It has the same active ingredients, which is the one, there's a couple of ingredients, but that one main one that's in the Clorox wipes, it only has, it has far less than the Clorox wipes do. So what I'm going to do is add some actual bleach. And this is an emergency situation, so I do recommend, as do the directions that they give on the back of the Clorox wipes. They tell you to use it. Make sure that you saturate the surface and the surface stays wet for at least 10 seconds. to actually sanitize the surface. So that means these wipes need to be somewhat wet. And I've seen some wipes that are not that wet. So we're going to make sure, and I have made some before, so I know that I need about a cup of, a half a cup of this liquid with a half a cup of water, and that will make a full cup that I'm going to put in here. Now these are some thick wipes. I usually get the, pick these up from the dollar store. Don't spend a lot for them because what's on them is not what you need them for. What you're going to add to it is going to do the trick. And these say Fisher Price, and they have an aloe vera chamomile scent to it, which isn't going to matter. So we're just going to open these up, and I'm going to pour the liquid in here. So I'm going to set this to the side, and I like the scent of this Pine Glow stuff. Smells almost the same as the Mr. Clean. Okay, I thought I was going to need more of that, but that's about a cup. So let me set this to the side. And to this I'm going to add about a cup of water. So I'm going to get that, but before I add the cup of water, this is a large size cap, I'm going to use some bleach. And into that I'm going to put a cap of bleach. And a cap of bleach is probably all that's going to be needed because this is a large size cap. So if you have a bottle that has a smaller cap, use 2 caps. I think that may be about a tablespoon or so. It's going to, I'm smelling it. It has a scent of bleach in it, so I'm pretty sure it's going to do what it needs to do. You can add a cap full of bleach to dishwater and it seems to do the trick. So to this I'm going to add water, and if you just wait a while, that bleach will turn this liquid clear. So I'm going to add some water to that, and that's not even a full cup of water. But that may be all I need for this. So let's see. Now all I need to do is just carefully pour this into the opening without creating a mess. And what you want to do is make sure you have enough liquid in here to fully saturate all of the wipes. I want to make sure I have liquid moving around in there. If not, you'll have to add more. I didn't have quite as much liquid in there as I wanted to, but it's pretty heavy. And these are disinfectant wipes, and so I need enough stuff in here. Once it gets in there, I really can't smell the bleach much now. I was able to smell the bleach earlier. I tend to add a little more than is needed, and that way I know there is enough. What happens if you don't add enough, it's not going to saturate every part of the white, and you need it to saturate every part of the white, and you need it to be wet when you pull it out so that it can really wipe down the surface of whatever you're going to wipe down. I'm going to just pour it on in here, and it will turn colors. Oops. Yeah, I have way too much in here. I don't need that much in here, but that's okay. I'm going to let that sit. And it should turn colors. Let's see if I can smell that this time. I'm not sticking my nose all the way in there, just kind of waving it around my nose to see if I smell it. and it's really saturated. I want to see if you can see that. I'm going to press it and you'll be able to see that the liquid comes up. So that's great. And I'm just turning it on the side so that it can saturate the side walls of the wipes. These wipes are, there's 80 in the pack, so it has to be enough liquid to actually saturate all of that. Okay, so let's test this out. Let's see what it looks like. I need to saturate it. Doesn't need to be dripping wet. I haven't let it sit as long as I would like, so I'm not pouring off the excess liquid yet. And all you would need to do is just squeeze it out. Just open this flap, turn it upside down, and squeeze it out. Let the excess run out. So it's pretty wet. And sloppy wet, which is a good thing. So this is this wipe, which is wet, wet, wet. And I can smell the bleach. It is a bit much, so only use 1 capful. And this is the Clorox wipe. I'm going to see if I can put it next to, if I can get one off of here. So it's not as wet as it was before, but when I wipe, I'm hoping you can see that it stays wet. So this is the wipe I just made. It's a little wetter than this is, the Clorox wipe, but that's wet. Let's see if I can zoom in. There are only 15 wipes in here, and the baby wipe has 80. So that's a really big difference. And this is it is a convenient size because you can just throw it in your purse or your bag or something and carry it with you. Yeah, see, that's kind of wet. So I don't need that much liquid in there. Okay, so that's how you make your antibacterial or your disinfectant wipes. This one has more bleach in it than that one. And you really only need a cap full of bleach. That bleach is really strong. So you only need about a cap full of bleach in your mixture. Thank you for joining me. Until next time.